Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and we are here for this is the first game in my quadrant in the second round of the Trivia Hot Seat Tournament. I've got two of our winners from round one here with me. Let's start off right now. Let's start off in Alabama. Make it easy here. We're going to start off in Alabama. Nathan, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking, and how you feeling?
I'm doing good. I had a long day outside today, and so I am drinking a refreshing Powerade so that I don't get dehydrated. Because if there's one thing I've learned about being in Alabama, it is hot outside. They never told me it gets hot outside. So, but I'm doing well, and it's good to be here.
Well, from the Florida State alum and the Vanderbilt alum, we applaud you for not choosing that lesser energy or that lesser thirst quencher, Gatorade.
Indeed.
Powerade is better. Well, you heard him. Let's meet him and let's see how he's doing. Mike, over to you. Same three.
Chris, I'm doing well. It's actually been a pretty good day for me. I actually had a couple wins earlier at work, and I'm hoping that I haven't exhausted my win quota for the day. We'll see how this goes. I messaged Chris earlier, Nate, that I'm very nervous about tonight's game. I have no idea how it's going to go. So
it'll be fun.
It'll be either way. We're going to have a great time, so I'm not too concerned about that. At least I was telling you right before we started recording, Nathan, that I had a choice between two. I did a recording last night, and had this tonight, and I had a choice between two beers last night, and I decided since I was hosting last night, I'd pick the stronger one, so that maybe the alcohol wouldn't have quite as much of an effect on me in tonight's game. So tonight, I've brought a beer from Pipeworks Brewing Company. And it is called the Dream Fauna. It has this like pictures of clouds shaped like unicorns.
Ooh.
It's actually a cool label. I collect beer labels, so I pick beers very often based on the label. It's a pale ale with Simcoe and Noble Simcoe hops. So two different varieties of Simcoe, I suppose. I got a lot. I think I got a lot of foam in that first sip. It seems like that's an interesting flavor though. Yeah, that's actually pretty refreshing. It's not a whole. I was expecting it to be hoppier, but it's not too bitter. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Mike, that can is almost as big as your head.
You said that about my Foster's can when we did the game show bracket.
Yes, and that game show bracket is available on Boozy Bracketology right now. And it's a great bracket, if I don't say so myself.
It is. You like that cross promotion that I snuck in there?
I did. Well, I am joining you guys on the beer wagon. I told the two here right before we started recording, but I'm in the middle of moving, and I've got like about 5 more days before I have to be out of the house that we're selling. And I packed everything. And I went and grabbed the beer, and because I don't drink Bud Light, all my beers require a bottle opener, and I don't have any right now. So I found the inside of a groove spatula I use for the grill, and I used that, leveraged it up against the sink to pry the can off of this Eagle Brewery banana bread beer.
Ooh.
I was trying to stay local. I really was, but I saw this. It's imported from the UK. I saw it. I had to try it. And Mike, you're a fan of beer labels. Like, that's a pretty cool label. It's got a pint of beer coming out of a banana.
That is
peel.
A fantastic label.
Let's see. Oh, that's a summer beer right there. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I'd ever want banana in my beer or pineapple on my pizza, but we're 1 for 2 right now. Oh Lord. All right.
I had a banana bread beer once upon a time. It wasn't that one. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it being really good.
You can count on the Brits to do a couple things right. One of them is their beer.
That's true.
So props, cheers to the people across the pond.
Indeed. And Chris, I think I forgot to mention, but this beer, Pipeworks Brewing, is out of Chicago. So
usually when you go to Chicago, the only stuff I see there is Goose Island. I see Goose Island everywhere.
Right, exactly.
Well, we are here. We're going to play the game, and it's going to be a winner moves on, loser goes home. And we're going to start with our pregame. So before we get into this, you guys have heard the other episodes before now, I hope. We're going to start the game. The game works like this. The pregame and the hot seat round, you will get 1 point for each correct answer. You will not lose points for incorrect answers. At the end of the hot seat round, whatever points you've accumulated, you can wager on up to 3 final round questions. It is not a gauntlet. You will place your wagers based only on the categories. Are we ready for the pregame?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Your pregame is titled Dylan McDermott Mulrooney. I am going to give you the name of a movie, and you have to tell me, was it Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulrooney in that film?
Just give me my 0 right now and call it
Dylan
a day.
McDermott and who?
Dylan McDermott or Dermot Mulrooney?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Who's Dylan Mulrooney?
He's an actor. Dylan McDermott Mulrooney. Here we go. Mike, because you're starting first, pick a number 1 through 10.
Oh, we're doing it this way now. I'll go with Lucky 7.
Lucky number 7. Mike, your movie is Steel Magnolias.
Gosh, I didn't know either of them was in Steel Magnolias. I'm going to say Dermot Mulroney.
Oh no, Dylan McDermott.
Okay.
He played a character by the name of Jackson Latchery. Leah told me that he is one of their husbands. No idea. Nathan, we're going over to you. You've
Go
got
pick a number?
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go 2.
Number 2. Nathan, your movie is Olympus Has Fallen.
So has Nathan on the first question. Let's go ahead and guess McDermott. Is it McDermott? I don't even know this actor.
So you're going with Dylan McDermott, is that right?
That's it, yes.
Dylan McDermott is a correct answer.
That was
Nathan
also a guess.
picks up the point. Mike, over to you. What number are you going with?
Let's start with number 1.
All right, Mike, your movie is My Best Friend's Wedding.
And this is where I got mixed up with Julia Roberts movies. That's Dermot Mulroney.
That is Dermot Mulroney, correct. Mike gets his first point. Nathan, over to you.
This isn't fair because he knows who these people are. I am not a movie
really
person.
doesn't matter.
Let's go and
Really
guess. Let's do number 5.
Number 5. Your movie is Runaway Jury.
Runaway Jury. Let's just guess Mulrooney.
No, Runaway Jury is Dylan McDermott. Tied 1-1. Mike, back to you.
Let's do 10.
Number 10. Mike, your movie is Flash of Genius.
I've never even heard of this movie.
I'll tell you the synopsis after you guess, because you have heard of this movie.
I think I was maybe the previews.
Let's see. We've had a lot more McDermott than Mulroney right now. But I've also guessed Mulroney twice in a row. So which way should I mix it up? I'm going to say Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott is a correct answer. Mike gets his second point.
Is this the windshield wiper movie?
It is. It's the movie about the guy who patented the windshield wiper and got dragged into court by the Detroit automakers.
If you'd have guessed, if you'd asked about Greg Kinnear, I would have gotten it. I remember him from the movie.
Greg Kinnear is wonderful.
Yeah, Dylan McDermott played a character by the name of Gil Previck. Go ahead, Nathan.
Let's go number 6.
Number 6. Your movie is the remake of Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, jeez. McDermott.
Dylan McDermott is correct. He played the lawyer Brian Bedford.
Another
Nathan
guess.
ties it back up.
Well done. That was literally the one I was like, if 100% I know this one if he comes up.
Mike, over to you.
We still have 3 left.
We have
3, 4, 8, 9.
Yep.
Okay. See, Nathan's so organized. He's actually keeping track. I'll do 3.
All right, Mike, your movie is Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh gosh, I've even seen this movie. Oh man. It's got Emma Watson in it. I read the book too. I don't remember either of these actors being in it. Mostly because it's focused on the kids. I'm going to say Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott is a correct answer. And if I'm not mistaken, Mike, I believe that movie is directly to blame for the rise and eventual fall of Ezra Miller.
Oh.
Yeah, I suppose so.
We don't get into the situation we are if Ezra Miller is not in that movie. If I'm not mistaken, they are in that movie.
That's fair. I believe so.
All right, Nathan, over to you.
Let's go number 4.
Number 4, your movie is The Campaign.
The Campaign. I think that's the Zach Galifianakis one, I think. So I know the other people in this movie, so I must have seen a movie with one of these two people at least. Let's go Mulroney.
No, it's Dylan McDermott.
I'm going to Google these guys later.
You've got a 3-2 lead, Mike. What are we going with?
Well, in a second instance of boozy bracketology cross promotion, since we're currently working on the Beatles, I think I have to go with number 9. Number 9.
All right. Number 9 is The Family Stone.
The Family Stone. I think that's Sarah Jessica Parker. Never saw it. We've had a lot of McDermott. I'm going to say Dermot Mulroney.
No, it's Dylan McDermott. Plays Everett Stone.
Okay.
Nathan, you can tie it up here.
I have a 50-50 chance of tying this. Okay.
You have 8. Your movie is Young Guns.
Okay. I don't have a coin. I have a dog biscuit I'm using to keep my dog quiet, so I'm going to flip a dog biscuit on this. Milkbone is McDermott. Mulroney is the non-writing side. And I'm going with Mulroney.
It is Dermot Mulroney, correct.
Thank you, Milkbone.
Nice.
He plays Dirty Steve Stevens. And with that, we have got a tie game coming out of the pregame. It is 3-3. Nicely done, gentlemen.
Chris, that was a fun and slightly evil pregame.
I loved it. That's
great.
I gave Nate a heads up as we were waiting for you to jump on. I said, listen, the pregame is movies, and it doesn't matter if you've seen the movies or not.
It really doesn't. Like, I legitimately know who both of these actors are, but I just haven't seen the movies, and I didn't remember them being in some of them. So
yeah, my problem is I only know Dermot Mulroney from Friends, and I only know Dylan McDermott from Miracle on 34th Street and then American Horror Story.
Right.
That's it. So
right.
I've seen a lot of these other movies, did not remember them in any of them.
Yep.
All right. We're moving on. It is time to get to the hot seat. The hot seat is 30 minutes nonstop trivia questions and answers. We're going to ping pong back and forth. If for some reason we end on an odd number and someone gets one more question, we will give the other person a question to make up for it. Mike, you're kicking us off here. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Your time will begin after I read your first question. Which politician coined the slogan, "Let's make America great again," years before it was adopted for Donald Trump's campaign?
I'm going to say Barry Goldwater.
No, unfortunately, it was Ronald Reagan.
Oh, shoot. That was my first guess, and I rejected it. Damn it.
Nathan, over to you. Torts is a common first-year course for students in what professional school?
Would that be law?
Law school is correct. Mike, who raised the flag above the U.S. Embassy in Cuba as it reopened for the first time in 54 years?
Who raised it? Goodness, I have no earthly idea. I have no idea. I'm pass.
That was Secretary of State John Kerry.
Oh, okay.
I was going to guess Elian Gonzalez. It's the only. Yeah.
Nathan, back to you. Which New Yorker is the first woman or was the first woman to win a DGA, Directors Guild of America Award for Best Director of a TV Comedy for her work on the TV show Girls?
Oh, Lena Dunham?
Lena Dunham is a correct answer.
Nicely done.
That show.
Mike, as its name suggests, Wikipedia is an online source of information about what sci-fi movie series?
Oh, Wikipedia. I thought you said Wikipedia, and I was confused. Star Wars.
Star Wars is correct. Nathan, in what historic county in England is the fictional Downton Abbey located? Yorkshire, Hampshire, or Cheshire?
Let's go Yorkshire. I don't know.
Yorkshire is correct.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mike, fittingly, which of these popular 20th century authors is buried in Tarzana, California? Ernest Hemingway, Edgar Rice Burroughs, or John Steinbeck?
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Edgar Rice Burroughs is correct. Nathan, in 2011, the child of what U.S. president released a timely memoir called My Father at 100?
Can you repeat it one more time?
Of course. In 2011, the child of what U.S. president released a timely memoir called My Father at 100?
I don't think a president ever became 100. But I have no idea. I don't know why I'm blanking on this. I don't have an answer.
Are you passing?
No answer. I'm passing.
So the president didn't live to 100. He had died before. It was Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, it's Reagan again.
2 Reagans? Oh, this is the worst.
I know.
Well, we'll find an exorcist question in here somewhere and make it 3. We're moving right along. Mike, over to you. Used in a variety of dishes, garam masala is a blend of ground spices commonly used in what cuisine?
I mean, you're looking for Indian cuisine?
Indian cuisine is what we're looking for. That is correct. Okay. All right, Nathan, considered too fat for a single seat, what film director was bumped from a Southwest Airlines flight in 2010?
Oh, would this be I don't have much time, but he's got a beard and he's big. He was big. He lost weight. Silent Bob. I don't know his name. A pass. Shoot.
He's right there.
He is right there. He actually had a stand-up special called Too Fat to Fly after this happened. It was Kevin Smith.
Yep. Why did I not? That was not my... Nikes.
It's all right. Mike, over to you. The word alphabet is derived from alpha and beta, the first 2 letters of what alphabet?
Greek alphabet.
The Greek alphabet is correct. Nathan, over to you. An emulsifier, such as lecithin, is used in food manufacturing to mix water and what other ingredient?
Lecithin?
Sorry, lecithin. Lecithin.
Let's go. Sugar.
No, oil or fats are what we're looking for. Oil
fats was in my head too. Dang it.
Mike, over to you. Which mixed martial artist won her first 12 career fights until being bested by Holly Holm in 2015?
Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey is correct.
He's getting other ones I know.
Nathan, over to you. What country has the longest coastline in the world?
Longest coastline in the world? Oh, I want to say Russia, but I think Norway because of the indents. Oh, it's gonna be when I don't say Norway.
No, wrong continent. It's actually Canada.
Oh, screw Canada.
No, blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Yeah.
Blame Canada. Mike, the term bootleg comes from an old habit of smugglers hiding what in their boots?
Alcohol?
Alcohol is correct. Nathan, what 2013 documentary exposes the treatment of orca whales in captivity?
Oh, is this Big Fish?
Unfortunately, not Big Fish is a Tim Burton film. We're looking for Blackfish.
What?
I wouldn't have pulled it either. I knew what he was talking about, but
I am not doing well right now. Okay.
All right, over to Mike. Mike, in the 1997 film My Best Friend's Wedding, who plays the titular best friend?
Really? Isn't that Dermot Mulroney?
It is Dermot Mulroney.
I'm calling shenanigans.
I can't. It's randomized. We had 5,000 questions. It's randomized.
Oh, I know. It's just hilarious.
Nathan, over to you. Looney Tunes character Pepe Le Pew speaks with what type of accent?
Oh, Pepe Le Pew is French.
Oui. That is correct. Mike, famous for playing a butcher and a U.S. president, what eccentric actor has taken time off of work to be a cobbler?
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis is correct. Nathan, which e-commerce company's pay to quit program offers up to $5,000 to an employee in their massive warehouses to resign?
When I hear massive warehouse, I think Amazon.
Amazon is correct. Nicely done. Mike, shooting a movie film at a high speed produces what special effect?
Shooting a movie film at a high speed produces what special effects? Slow motion?
Slow motion is correct. Nathan, over to you. What female author dropped out of high school at 14 to become a cable car operator?
Cable car?
Yeah. What female author dropped out of high school at 14 to become a cable car operator?
Just because I have a friend who's listening to this and they hate this author, I'm going to say just to piss them off. Jane Eyre.
No, not Jane
That's
Eyre.
the author's name. Shoot.
It's Maya Angelou.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Interesting.
Mike, over to you. What late-night TV show host features a weekly segment in which he writes humorous thank you notes from his desk?
Oh, shoot. I think that was Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon is correct. Nathan, which of these European countries is in large part a peninsula? Is it Luxembourg, Croatia, or Italy?
Italy.
Italy is correct. Mike,
Give me some more geography questions.
what is the highest score that a student can earn on an advanced placement test?
5.
5 is correct. Nathan, who took over as host of The Daily Show when Jon Stewart left?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah is correct. Mike, what TV cartoon centers on two stepbrothers, their pet platypus, and an evil scientist named Dr. Doofenshmirtz?
Oh, gosh.
Doofenshmirtz, by the way, sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, gosh. I can see those little, I think if it's what I'm thinking of, I can see them. I can't pull the name. It's not this, but Dexter's Laboratory.
No, it's Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. That's what it is. Yep.
All right, going over to Nathan. Nathan, what's the stage name of rapper O'Shea Jackson?
O'Shea Jackson. Stage name. You say rapper?
He is a rapper, correct.
He's a rapper. I'm just going to guess somebody. 50 Cent.
That's Curtis Jackson. No, we're looking for Ice Cube. All right, Mike, what political consultant was nicknamed the Ragin' Cajun?
James Carville.
James Carville is correct. Nathan, over to you. What name is shared by a fast food restaurant and the name of the Cocker Spaniel featured in a famous 1952 address by Richard Nixon?
Oh, I got to say it like Nixon did. Checkers.
That is correct.
That's great.
I hope you heard the jowl shake.
I saw the jowl shake. That was great.
Thank you. That was my authentic Nixon.
Yep.
Mike, we're over to you. The teenage drama Gossip Girl is partly set in a fictional New York City prep school called what?
Oh gosh. I've caught a handful of episodes in the background and my wife's watching it. I could not possibly tell you that. I pass.
That would be the Constant Billiard School.
Yeah, never.
All right, Nathan, over to you. Which Shakespearean play with a hostile heroine and love-addled suitors inspired the Heath Ledger film 10 Things I Hate About You?
Oh, is that I gotta get better at Shakespeare. Taming of the Shrew?
Taming of the Shrew is correct. Mike, we're back to you. What title does the German head of government hold?
Prime Minister.
No, in Germany it's the Chancellor.
Chancellor. Oh, I knew that. Darn it. Yep.
All right, Nathan. Launched in 1917, what canvas sneaker endures as a wardrobe staple because of its edgy but classic genre-defying appeal?
Oh, jeez. Adidas. I don't know.
No, those are the Converse Chuck Taylor All-Stars.
That's a thing, all right.
Sure.
You know what Chuck Taylors are because every person that's ever been in high school has owned a pair. Mike, which of these cities does not have a Real Housewives spinoff? Dallas, Atlanta, or Chicago?
Chicago.
So confident in that answer, and that is correct.
Yeah, don't ask me why.
All right, over to Nathan. Nathan, what basketball player's silhouette appears on the NBA logo?
Oh, I didn't know it was a real person. Let's go with who's that basketball player that slept with all those people?
That's a logo I want to see.
Yeah,
That'd be my guess too.
I can't think of. Hopefully they redid it in the '90s. I'll just go Jordan.
Unfortunately, not. You're thinking of Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually Jerry West.
Oh,
Never heard that name, to be honest. I'm not a sports guy.
It's all right. Mike, we're over to you. A bill of fare at a restaurant is more commonly known as what?
a menu?
A menu is correct. Nathan, over to you. The Congress member who officially assists a majority or minority leader has what violent-sounding title?
Is that a whip?
That is a whip. That is correct.
Thank you.
When the problem comes along.
My poli-sci major finally paid off years later.
That I've been there. All right, Mike, we're over to you. What is the name of the research and development project that produced the first nuclear weapons during World War II?
The Manhattan Project?
Manhattan Project is correct. Nathan, what does the MA rating assigned by the TV Parental Guidelines stand for?
Mature audiences?
Mature audiences is correct. Mike, in response to a new immigration law, what city's NBA team donned Los Suns jerseys in 2010?
I'm guessing Phoenix?
That is Phoenix, correct. All right. Nathan. Which was Oxford Dictionary's US word of the year in 2013? Was it meme, selfie, or vape?
2013. What were people doing that was annoying in 2013?
Spoken like a fellow old person. I love it.
Yes. What are those youngsters up to? Meme was probably vaping. I remember I bought a vape pen when it first came out. That was about 2010. Let's go vape.
Unfortunately not. It was selfie.
Oh.
Mike, what is the name of Archie Bunker's son-in-law on the TV series All in the Family?
Will you accept Meathead?
I will accept Meathead or Michael Stivic. I have both of those here.
I can never remember what his real name is.
All right, we are moving on. Nathan, which MMA fighter appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue sporting only body paint?
The only female MMA fighter I know is, and it's already been answered, is Rousey.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey is correct. Mike, like the Broadway musical, the 2008 movie Mamma Mia showcases the music of what group?
ABBA.
ABBA is correct. Nathan, what is the name of the prehistoric town from the Flintstones?
Bedrock.
Call me Fred Flintstone because I can make you bedrock. That is correct.
Dabba dabba doo.
Oh, we'll have a dabba-doo time. Mike, Aesop, the 6th century Greek author, is primarily known for writing what type of fiction?
I'm guessing you're looking for fables?
I am looking for fables. That is correct.
Okay.
Mike, if you could lose a few questions, that would be really great to help me catch up.
Nathan, a popular pose among yoga enthusiasts, the crane involves touching the ground with only one's what?
Oh, do I keep this PG-13? Let's go hand or arm, hand on the floor.
Hand is correct. I'll give that to you. Mike, over to you. The African country formerly known as Rhodesia was named after what Englishman who discovered diamonds there? And I will tell you, I need his full name.
Yeah, I didn't think you would accept Rhodes. You know, what annoys me is I can actually tell you what Rhodesia's named now, but I couldn't tell you this. Let's see. It's probably the same person the Rhodes Scholar is named after. But I'm going to, for whatever reason, Arthur popped into my head. Arthur Rhodes.
Unfortunately, Cecil Rhodes is what we're looking for.
Cecil Rhodes. Okay. That actually rings a
related to Cody Rhodes from wrestling?
Okay. They met at a crossroads. It's okay. All right. We're going over to you, Nathan. Before Barack Obama, who was the last sitting U.S. senator to become president?
Okay. Sitting U.S. senator. We got Obama. It wasn't Bush. It wasn't Bush Sr. It wasn't Reagan. I'm going to have to go Kennedy.
Kennedy is a correct answer. Nicely done. Mike, what singer plays screen siren Jean Harlow in Martin Scorsese's 2004 film The Aviator?
Oh man. Um, was it was it Gwen Stefani?
Bananas. That is correct. Gwen Stefani is right. Nathan, like the New York Times, most newspapers run their hardest crossword puzzle on what day?
Sunday?
Unfortunately, not. It's Saturday.
Oh,
All right, Mike. While all players are required to wear white, name one of the two traditional colors of Wimbledon.
White's not one.
White is not one.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still reeling from Saturday instead of Sunday.
thank you. Good. I feel less bad.
I'm going to say green.
Green is correct. Purple is the other. Nathan, which astrophysicist has interviewed celebrities including Queen Latifah, Alan Rickman, and Josh Groban for his podcast Star Talk?
Is that Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is correct. Mike, which hip-hop duo scored a Billboard chart-topping hit with a brilliant song about bargain hunting?
Oh, Macklemore and Lewis.
Macklemore and Lewis is correct. Nathan, which of these is the name for a chain of membership-only warehouse stores? Is it BJ's, Chardtown, or Big Lots?
Oh boy, I've never been to any of those. I think BJ's is one though. BJ's.
BJ's is a correct answer. Mike, back to you. At sea level, at which temperature in Fahrenheit does water boil?
212 degrees Fahrenheit.
That is correct. We've got about 11 minutes remaining, and we are moving right along. Nathan, which heavy metal heavyweight sued the music sharing site Napster for copyright infringement in a landmark case and won?
That would. Do you want the name of the band or the person?
Need the band.
Metallica.
Metallica is correct. Mike, which television show is the original home of Opera Man, Debbie Downer, and the Spartan Cheerleaders?
Saturday Night Live.
SNL is a correct answer. All right. Nathan, in 2010, country music star Kenny Chesney's 40-acre home was all wet when floods washed over what city?
Oh, poor Chesney. 2010 flood. Oh god, I could probably pick. What's the city that floods? New Orleans.
Ooh, we should have said what's the city known for country music? It was Nashville. Mike, back to you. Which broadcasting network hosted the first female co-anchor team in America?
NBC?
No, it's actually PBS.
Oh, okay.
All right. Nathan, on Twitter, a proper Twiku poem consists of 140 characters or fewer, and how many syllables?
A proper what?
On Twitter, a proper Twiku, Twaiku, poem consists of 120 characters or fewer, and how many syllables? In reading this question, I now hate the world that we live in.
I have no idea. Was it 140 characters you said?
It's 140 or fewer characters, but we're looking for how many syllables are in the poem.
Let's go 27.
Not far off. 17, actually. 17 is what we're looking for. Mike, composed by Johann Strauss, one of the world's most famous waltzes is called Blue what?
Danube?
Blue Danube is correct. Nathan, Stuxnet is the name of a computer virus that targeted the nuclear program of what country in 2010?
Can you spell that?
Stuxnet, all one word.
United States.
Unfortunately, no, it's Iran. Mike, what TV cook is known for liking to kick it up a notch?
Oh gosh, I'm bad. I'm so bad with TV celebrity chefs. I'm just gonna say Bobby Flay.
No, that would be Bam, Emerald Lagasse.
Oh, shoot. Emerald Lagasse, yeah.
Nathan, over to you. What common household pet is known for transporting food in its cheeks?
Pet, food, and cheeks. Cat?
No, it's a hamster.
Oh, I was thinking of a rodent, but I don't know what rodent I was going to guess.
That's
Dang
all
it.
right.
I'm getting my butt kicked here.
Mike, over to you. The American flag first flew over a foreign fort in what African country?
Liberia?
No, Libya. Libya is what we're looking for. Fort Durn in Libya. Liberia would make a lot of sense, being that I think their capital is Monrovia, if I'm not mistaken.
It was
That's
literally
Liberia.
a colony formed, but yeah, anyway.
Nathan, which song do Boston Red Sox fans sing at home games in the middle of the 8th inning?
Sports question. But I think, is it Sweet Caroline?
It is Sweet Caroline. Nicely done.
I knew that from a Family Guy episode.
Bum, bum, bum. Mike, over to you. What is the answer to a groan-inducing math riddle that asks, where can you buy a ruler that is 3 feet long?
At a yard sale?
Yard sale is correct, and that's the dumbest question in the world.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before, though. Anyway.
Nathan, the ruins of the ancient city of Pompeii are near what volcano?
Is that Vesuvius?
Thank you, Amazon. Mount Vesuvius is correct. Mike, I can't make this up. Here is your question.
If it's McDermott.
What is the setting for Sarah Shepard's Pretty Little Liars novels? We're looking for the proper name.
I didn't even know the Pretty Little Liars thing was based on a book.
Apparently a series of books.
Series of books. I'm going to just say New York City. I have no idea.
No, we're looking for the Rosewood Day School. How did you not know that?
How
Nathan.
do you know that?
I don't.
He has it in front of him.
It's literally on the paper. Nathan, we're over to you. In order to play the banjo more effectively, what comedian maintains acrylic nails on 2 of his picking fingers?
Banjo comedian. Which comedian? Steve Martin?
Steve Martin is correct.
Well done.
Mike, true or false? The Statue of Liberty is taller than the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Oof. I'm going to say false.
No, it's actually true.
Oh, okay. Can't even get 50-50s right. Jeez.
You're getting a lot right.
Nathan, over to you. The bones of what king were found buried under an English parking lot in 2012?
Can you repeat it one more time?
The bones of what king were found buried under an English parking lot in 2012?
Oh. King. It's going to just guess King George IV. I don't know.
No, unfortunately, it's Richard III.
Ah.
Mike,
What's a guess that ever?
in the children's classic Goodnight Moon, what is the last thing that is bid goodnight?
Good night. Noises everywhere.
Noises everywhere is a correct answer. Nathan, a 2011 box set celebrates the 13-film collaboration between composer Danny Elfman and what film director?
I'm getting a lot of 2011 questions.
You were alive then.
I was. College took a lot out of me. Danny Elfman and I'm trying to. I think it was the director of who did Edward Scissorhands. Was it that guy? Danny Elfman and I am not. It's not coming to me. I pass. Shoot.
That would be Tim Burton.
Burton.
Mike, which of the following is not a fruit? A pumpkin, an avocado, or a rhubarb?
I believe rhubarb.
Rhubarb is correct. Nathan, over to you. The Khyber Pass connects Pakistan with what other country?
I think that's Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is correct. Mike, which genre of world music, often associated with mariachi bands, traces its roots to the Mexican Revolution?
Mariachi's not the. I always thought that was the type of music. I think it's wrong, but flamenco.
Unfortunately, not ranchera is what we're looking for.
Ranchera, okay. Flamenco's dance anyway.
Nathan, over to you. The famous "This is your brain on drugs" PSA first launched in 1987. In the 1997 version of this commercial, what actress goes on to destroy the entire kitchen after smashing an egg with a frying pan?
I was hoping to say egg. 1997 actress. I'm going to guess just a famous actress from a TV show. Let's go Courtney Cox.
Unfortunately not. I think this is before she hit it somewhat big. It's Rachel Lee Cook, and she is, in fact, all that. Mike, over to you. Taken from Greek mythology, the term Achilles' heel is synonymous with what?
It's like your one weakness. I mean, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, the main weakness, fatal weakness. I'll give that to you.
Yeah. Sorry. I was still thinking about Rachel Lee Cook, who had already stolen my heart as Becky Thatcher and Huck and Finn. Anyway, Huck and Tom. Anyway.
All right, Nathan, over to you. We got about a minute and a half left. Born in 1992, Frances Bean Cobain is the daughter of two musicians who were the lead singers of what bands?
Nirvana and Hole.
That is correct. Nicely
well done.
Mike, music question over to you. Melanie Brown was better known by what nickname when she was a member of the Spice Girls?
Oh, no. I think she was Scary Spice.
Scary Spice is correct. Mel B, there you go.
Why do I know this? Anyway.
Nathan, a wallpaper cleansing paste called Kutol, K-U-T-O-L, inspired the creation of which modeling compound, super popular with kids?
Is that maybe paper mache?
No, unfortunately, it's Play-Doh. Mike, a renowned musical group, Pershing's Own, is the official band of what branch of the U.S. Armed Forces?
Pershing's Own? The U.S. Army?
Army is correct. Nathan, here we go. In what sport do you wear a lamé, a plastron, and a mask? And I can spell those if you like.
It's not going to help. Rugby.
Rugby is incorrect, unfortunately. And time is up. The correct answer we were looking for there was fencing.
I need another beer. Excuse me. All right.
And Mike, what beer are you popping now?
You mentioned representing local earlier, so I figured I wanted to pop one of these out. This is really good, actually. I don't ordinarily get lagers, but this is really good. It's from Straight to Ale Brewing right here in Huntsville. It's called the Alma Mater. It's an American-style lager, and it's actually done in collaboration with Alabama A&M University.
Oh, nice. Well, gentlemen, the hot seat round is over. Your scores as we go into the wager round are as follows. Mike has 34 points. Nathan has 26.
It's worse than I thought. Okay.
Well within striking distance as we get into the final round. Now, the way this works, I mentioned it earlier, but the way this works is simple. I'm going to give you your three categories. You can wager your points in any way, shape, or form you want on those three categories. If you get the question right, you'll get the points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose the points. You cannot exceed the total amount of points that you have so far. I will give you guys a minute to go ahead and lock in your wagers, and we're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
Are we going to get the categories first?
Yes, here's your categories. Your categories are military bases, science, and alcohol and music. Again, military bases, science, and alcohol and music. Now, we will hear a word from our sponsor.
Hey everyone, this is Mike from Boozy Bracketology. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a few drinks in right now. But I had to jump on and tell you this because I am beyond excited and more than a little terrified about next month's bracket, when we are going to be deciding once and for all what truly is the greatest Beatles song of all time. We've got a 68-song bracket full of tons of classic tunes, everything from one seeds like Let It Be and Hey Jude to old school stuff like I Want to Hold Your Hand and Yesterday, as well as deeper cuts like She Said, and I Am the Walrus. Who knows? Maybe it'll leave me something crazy like Revolution number 9. Okay. That didn't make the bracket because of course it didn't, but you get the idea. This is going to be epic. And in my opinion, the most important decision ever made by Boozy Bracketology by far. So make sure to tune in. And remember, if we screw this up, which let's be honest, we probably will, here at Boozy Bracketology, our wrongness is part of our charm.
All right, our wagers are locked. We are going to go question by question through this. Question number 1, the category is military bases. This military base, known for housing Air Force One and hosting the Department of Defense's annual open house, has gone by what name since it was designated in 1948?
I'm locked in.
Nathan is locked in. Mike, talk it out.
One for housing Air Force One, and what was the other thing?
Hosting the Department of Defense's annual open house.
Gosh. Housing Air Force One. All right, I guess I'm going to lock in.
All right. Mike, let's start with your wager first.
I wagered 5 on this one.
And what was your answer?
I said Andrews.
Nathan, what was your wager?
I didn't spend too much time on this because I wagered 0. But I also guessed Andrews.
Andrews Air Force Base is the correct answer. Mike picking up 5 points, bringing him to 39. Nathan still has 26. Question number 2, your category is in science.
Science.
Comprised of 3 fatty acids, what category of fats is usually measured in a cholesterol test?
Can you repeat that one more time? The last part specifically, but...
Comprised of 3 fatty acids, what category of fats is usually measured in a cholesterol test?
I circled and locked in.
Mike, talk it out.
I really don't know. I probably should, given that I had my fair share of cholesterol tests. The 2 things that popped into my head were lipids and trans fats. I feel like trans fats just, even though lipids popped into my head first, trans fats just feels more right because it feels more like something that people know. So I'll go ahead and lock in with trans fats.
And Mike, what was your wager?
I wagered 5 on that one as well.
Nathan, what was your answer and your wager?
My answer was, I have these really high because I like eating junk food. I guess triglycerides. It was the 3 fatty acids that got me. I did the same strategy as last time, where out of the 3 categories, I picked the one I was most confident in, and I picked science. And so I wagered it all. I bet 26 points on this question.
Whew. Wow. Your logic is spot on. The 3 in the question was a hint. Triglycerides is a correct answer. Your score going into question number 3.
Nicely done.
Nathan's got 52. Mike has got 34. It's all down to this. Your category is alcohol and music. Here we go. What drink, usually consisting of dark rum, vodka, and orange juice, saw a rise in popularity in the 80s after the Beastie Boys named a song after it?
I'll lock in.
Nathan, go ahead and talk it out.
This one's easy for me because I bet 0 because I have no more points left to wager. And I don't know the answer, so I'm going to just guess nothing because I don't have to, and I don't know the answer. I'm not going to sound dumb. I don't know.
Mike, what was your guess?
Brass Monkey.
And Mike, what was your wager?
I only wagered 9 on this one.
Well, I guess that takes the drama out of it. Brass Monkey is a correct answer.
Yes, it is. I know.
Oh, that funky monkey. Mike, unfortunately losing on the wagers. Nathan has got 52 points. He is going to be our champion tonight. Mike, you're going to finish the game with 43 points. A hell of a showing, a strong, dominant performance throughout, but Nathan caught you at the end, and that's what happens on the hot seat sometimes.
Yep. No, absolutely. That was well wagered, and I should have put more. I wagered as if I got all of them right, I would have ended up one more. I don't know why that wasn't necessarily a sound strategy. I still haven't figured out a good strategy for the wager on here.
My only strategy at the end, and the second time I've done this because I can't think of anything else, is just pick my favorite, which I almost chose alcohol and music just because music's one of my favorite categories. But if I would have chosen number 3, I would have lost all my points. So it was just luck of the draw.
I actually had a similar thought. Science was my least, but I didn't feel confident on that or military bases. Alcohol and music, it was such a crapshoot because I was like, if it's about anything post 2000s, I'm done. So that was the main reason that I didn't feel confident on that one. But of course, if I'd known that the base that my dad was stationed at for a while was going to be the military base, then maybe I'd known that.
Who's at Andrews?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see.
And I didn't even know that question because I was so young at the time. But
so apparently the Department of Defense has a giant, it's like an air show, like we have here in McDill has, but it's a giant, they call it their open house. The Department of Defense's open house, but it gets hundreds of thousands of visitors every year.
Okay.
But Nathan, you are moving on, my friend. You are going into the championship game for the Liguori portion of the tournament. You can stop shaking your head. No, it happened.
No, well done, Nathan. That was well played.
This was a hard game. As I was keeping total, you kept consistently 5 points ahead of me the entire game. You played a really good game throughout.
You did. Mike.
Those 5 points on triglycerides, though.
I think if we were the same team someday, we'd do really, really well together. So hopefully we can team up someday.
Agreed. And at one point during the hot seat, you said, keep giving me the geography questions. And I thought, yes, keep giving him the geography questions.
But then I got a coastline question wrong. So
that's okay. Yeah. Mike got 2 questions about female-driven shows.
And Pretty Little Liars.
Female driven shows.
If it wasn't for that,
schools.
I'd have won. No, that was it. Nathan, that was a great game. Seriously. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
That was a hell of a game, gentlemen. Nathan, we will see you in the next round. Mike, we'll see you hosting going forward, I'm sure.
Yes,
if you're having fun here in the Pub Trivia Experience, a couple things you can do. 1, patreon.com/PTEBB is your exclusive home for all of our bonus content. Being that we have some regular episodes in the can, we are actually releasing those early for our Patreon subscribers. Nathan, you're one of them. Just last night, I dropped an entire full episode on Patreon. It will not hit the live feed until after the tournament wraps up. Early access right there on Patreon, but you'll get bonus content from Pub Trivia Experience, Boozy Bracketology, our old podcast, Recast That, all there right there on our Patreon. If you're enjoying the show, come on into the Facebook group and tell us. The Lounge, fans of Pub Trivia Experience and Boozy Bracketology. And then we have a Discord server as well, and I am not adult enough or kid enough to know what a Discord is. I'm on there. Don't know how it works. Still trying to figure it out. But we'll try and drop that in the show notes as well. Before the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Mike.
We'll see you next time. Have a good one.